Welcome to Texas Tech TV. Brian Jensen, John Harris, Chris Level, the Texas Tech Sports Network radio crew with you for this weekend's game. The Red Raiders taking on the Mountaineers of West Virginia. Just the third time they've met in the Big 12 so far, and so far it's been pretty good for the Red Raiders. They're 2-0 against this team, and hopefully they'll come out of this one 3-0 against West Virginia. But to do that, there've got to be some keys to the way they're going to be able to pull out a win. Let's get started with Chris this time. Chris?
This may be the last drop-back passer you see the rest of the season in Clint Trickett. He has, been very consistent so far this year, but to me, you have to get to him. We saw what it looks like when you almost get to Dax Garman and all that, but I think Brandon Jackson, Gary Moore, Andre Ross, guys like that, they get to earn their scholarship this week. You need to make some plays in their backfield, and he needs to get hit. He needs to feel it. He needs to not make plays because you are there, and, I think that's really going to kind of decide this thing, whether you get there or don't get there, because almost isn't good enough.
I think one of the keys to this one, this is our keys to the game, by the way, didn't mention that from the outset. Hopefully you figured that out, is that we want to see, I think, some of the stats that you see coming into this game actually hold true for a change in the turnover department. The Red Raiders actually have the edge in the turnover department over the Mountaineers so far this season. They've struggled mightily to come away with turnovers, and we've talked about this before, but I really believe that this is a team that you can go in there and win the turnover battle, and if that's the case, we got some scoop.
Well, it is, and I'll tell you what I think has to take place for the Red Raiders to be able to win this game starting on Saturday morning. I think the offense must play well. Look at the first two games of Big 12 play and what the Red Raider offense has done. 28 possessions in those two games. The average number of snaps per possession, 5.5. The team has moved the ball 30 yards down the field and held onto it for less than 2 minutes a possession on average. The defense is right back out on the field. And here's a team in West Virginia that's really good on offense. They're very good on special teams. If we keep giving the ball back to them at that kind of rate, they get a lot of chances to put points on the scoreboard. I think for the Red Raider defense, Red Raider special teams, it's on the offense this weekend to get something done, to do more than their share perhaps, but we just can't get on and off the field the way they've been doing in the first two Big 12 games.
All right, those are our keys. I know you've got some keys as well. We did this last week. Let's try it again. Send us your keys to @BroadcastBooth. That's our Twitter feed. We'll read some of them in the pregame show. We also read some throughout the game if you continue to send them to us as well. That's on the radio, by the way. This is Texas Tech TV. Thanks for watching this, and hopefully while you're watching the game this weekend, you're listening to us on the Texas Tech Sports Network radio signal.